Why do you think you are here? Why do you think you are here? What are you hoping to get? Or what are you hoping for? And what has motivated you?
Talking about human rights, I feel like I should be in that space because fighting or knowing or understanding human rights will never end, because this fight is ongoing and it will always be there. So for me, whenever I hear human rights, talking about human rights, understanding human rights, I will always be in that space.
I learn a lot of things from here, and when it comes to talk about human rights, I was like, wow, amigo, I share mine.
The reason why I'm here is because I want to be here. It's a choice I've taken to be here. And I'm hoping to learn new things. I've met you once, and what we talked about then, like, it's mainly the reason why I was like, oh, they called this a meeting. Let me just show up and see, like, what's happening, what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping to learn some new things, and I guess to, discuss, share what I know.
Amito by name, a psychiatric nurse.
Okay.
Yes. So reasons why I'm here, there are few. Basically, when I heard that we're going to talk about human rights, and I'm a human, so it called my attention, and I had to make it in person because it helped me personally to learn and to know how to handle different people and different situations.
For me, the reason as why I'm here is to learn, to gain new knowledge, and whenever I'm called here, I know it's a safe space for me. I speak freely without judgment and understanding more of whatever we are going to learn.
Why do we keep on moving? Because as human rights activists, as people who work with community, there is normally something that keeps encouraging you to move on. It keeps encouraging you, and each one of you has said there is something that in you that want to learn something. So I think that acts as our motivation. There is something you have to learn. There is something that can be shared by another person. There is that feeling that my knowledge can be shared somewhere, and someone's knowledge can be shared with me, and I can learn something at the end of the day. And that is normally our niche. This is normally what pushes us to keep working, regardless of knowing that there are violations, regardless of knowing that someone may not understand, regardless of knowing that human rights for some people is nothing, it means nothing. We all know this, but there is that feeling, there is that part of us that keeps us moving, keeps us encouraged. When we think of freedom, each and every person, each and every individual feels to be free is part and parcel. It's natural. When you come out, you feel like, yeah, I'm free. And I can live my life and I can do whatever I want. I'm a free, natural human being. Despite the differences we have in our city, we have different tribes, we have different nationalities, we have different families, we are born differently. We are never the same. We cannot be homogeneous. But regardless of all these differences, we all feel that freedom is part and parcel of our own being. When we talk of laws, the laws we work with, the laws that govern us, we do understand that these are put in place to regulate the way we live, to regulate how we live with others. But sometimes we go beyond understanding laws as a means to regulate our living, to live in cohesion, to understand that what I like, someone may dislike. What someone likes, I may not like. But the laws, as we know them, come to regulate this living, so that how can we be together in same society regardless of our differences. However, in our daily lives, laws seem to be as if citizens are objects of those laws, as if they are targets, as if people are kind of eluded to be like, yeah, I'm fighting you with this law, I'm fighting you. But that shouldn't be the case, because laws are supposed to be there to protect people. They're supposed to be there not to be victims of those laws, but to be part and parcel of our living. When we have this feeling, laws tend to become mysterious, and they become inaccessible, and they become difficult. And the moment you look at laws as if you're a victim of those laws, as if you are, then they become not good laws. They become not good laws to make people live together. They start dividing people, and that is the challenge we have. Good laws should be able to protect, to favor, and to facilitate people living in cohesion. So as human beings, it is important that we do realize that we need to change what we think about the laws. Not to change the laws to fit whatever we want to fit, but let's change our attitudes towards the laws that govern our nations.
I am me, I think. I don't think I know so. I'm me. I'm a daughter. I'm a friend. I'm a lover. I'm a worker. And I'm a survivor. What makes me human is what I am, actually. There are things that add up to being human that I can love, I can give, I can get mad, I can break, I can make. Yeah. What's my favorite human right? A right to life.
Good.
Because without life, there's nothing I can do. But if I have life, I can literally do other rights.
Rights in a law works on a live person. That is not your right. If you're imprisoned and then you die, that means you're not going to serve your sentence. You get my point?
Yes.
Right to life is not a right, because right goes to the living.
If you kill me and they take you to courts of law, the crime you've committed is you've taken my right to live. Life is a right to everyone.
To enjoy all other rights, you have to be like.
Thank you.
So, right to life, is that's why your mom can't take your life. Even the government will not just come to take your life. It has to pass in laws.
Do you know what right means?
Yes.
Right, it means you can either afford it or someone else can afford it. Get me well. You can either afford it. If I say I have my right to education, anyone, my parents, guardian, what, they can do that. If I say I have right to food, right to shelter, I may not afford it, but someone else can afford it. But with life, if you're dead, no one can do it. Afford it. I had a counseling session some time back. Then the senior counselor told us that life is the governor of rights, and it is not right.
Okay. What I think that person meant is when people are living,
Thank you.
okay, they already have that right. They already, because to live, to live, no one guarantees it. You're born to live.
Yeah.
So, however, there are circumstances that someone can take away that living without you dying naturally. Like for instance, if at birth, if you are born like now and your mom throws you in the toilet or strangles you, or refuses to feed you, you are not going to die because you will to die, but someone is determining it that you die. And now they are taking away your born with right, your birthright, to feel like I was born to live, but someone has taken it away. Naturally and legally, we assume that what should take our lives is natural death.
Right. Get into company with what?
Life.
With life. You cannot request for your rights when you don't have life.
Why they are called human rights? They are those rights because these people are living. Because we have rights for dead.
Thank you.
We have rights for unborn. That's why you see now it is a debate in the US. Should we accept abortion? So people are saying like this abortion limits someone's right to life. You are taking someone's right to life. For me, I think it is the most important because, as you say, that if I can't talk, I will not request for all these other rights.
That's Mr. Howard, very strong activist, and we're glad to have you here. What we call rights are not given by anyone. What we call rights are not sold to us like if you give me this, then I give you a bit of your rights, it shouldn't be there. It's not like, my mother, I beg you, please don't kill me, please, I need to live. No, what we say are rights are actually, I normally relate it to a human being. When I look at a human being, the way he's created, I get a kind of an analogy to human rights. I get to see these hands. I have a song saying, you gave me hands to defend myself, to wash myself, to eat using these hands, to do things a human being does. You gave me legs to stand on my two legs and walk. God gave me eyes to see, so I can know where I'm going, so I'm not banging walls. And this is why we put special respect to people who are born with impairment. God gave me the mouth to speak. So if you hold my mouth to speak, then you are killing me. You're kind of denying me my right. Now, when someone says a right to life is a right, because they are born with it. They are born to live. They are born to survive. They are born to feel and enjoy life. And nobody has a right to take that right to that living away from them. And this is what makes them their favorite right. For instance, someone says, I need to live. At least give me that benefit for me. And you don't have a right to take it out because you don't own me. You don't own my life. You are born with that. So it's God. If we believe in that God, we know God created us to live. And the only thing that can take that life away should be natural death. And unless it's a natural death, then you've taken away someone's right. If you look at what is happening in Ukraine, in Palestine, people are fighting, saying you are violating people's right to life. Because if you throw bombs, you kill people. You don't just kill enemies, but you kill also people who are innocent. So that's the argument they're using.